bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Notre Dame's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They're trying to get to it. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. On the ground, it's Love. He's stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Got it on the outside, it's Love. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Grab near the marker. It's Cleescorn. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man, it's Harris. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Stopped after making the catch.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Makes the grab. It's Lee. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they jump on top.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a win.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And the short completion brings up 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 1st and 10. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. On the run, still looking. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mitchell. He'll work his way down to the 28. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure, and getting him on the ground, and now getting him behind the sticks.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking to move it through the air. Here's the chance for the proverbial double dip. Get a score late in the first half and back it up with one early in the second.
Yeah, and it's such a big deal with, I don't know how to quantify it, Jesse Reese. Like, we've talked about it for years. When you get that momentum on your side, it's so hard to stop it. And they created it right before the first half. Now, big opportunity here for them, Paul.
Yeah, and so the defense, David, they've got to nip it in the bud right now, too. And I think they were really upset with the way that first half ended, giving up points the way they did. They need to make a stop on this drive right now, not let this thing get out of hand.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Trying play action. snagged on the outside. It's Priestcorn. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Quickly out to the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat at the 36. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. He wants to throw here on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They'll immediately call timeout. One final play before the end of the quarter. Going up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 1 second left here in the third quarter. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback moving. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass, it's Leonard. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Coming after it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Floating away. He'll pull it down. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. Right down the middle. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Makes the catch. It's Lee. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Caught near the sticks, it's Harris. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. The short hands, it's Harris. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Rebels have moved it inside the 20. Pressure coming. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Looking to go up top on 1st down. They're bringing heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they're able to get him down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Fans of defense probably love this game, guys. Fans of offense